This is the haunting enigma of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. A modern aircraft, a midnight journey, and a disappearance that has become one of the greatest mysteries of the sky. A story hovering between technology and silence, woven from fragments of radar signals, unanswered calls, and endless speculation. More than a decade later, its name drifts across the world like a ghostly echo, a puzzle still waiting to be solved. March 8, 2014. A humid night in Kuala Lumpur. In the bustling terminal, families said the hurried goodbyes, business travelers checked their watches, and exhausted tourists clutched their passports. The boarding gate opened, and one by one, 227 passengers and 12 crew stepped onto Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a Boeing 777 bound for Beijing. A routine red-eye flight, nothing unusual. At 12:41 a.m., the aircraft lifted into the night sky. The city lights dwindled below, the cabin lights dimmed, and passengers settled into sleep as the jet climbed smoothly over the South China Sea. For 38 minutes, everything was normal. Clear skies, calm voices between cockpit and control tower, the hum of engine, steady and reassuring. Then, silence. At 1:21 a.m., Flight 370's transponder blinked off. The aircraft vanished from civilian radar. No distress call, no mayday, just a line of static on a screen. Air traffic controllers stared in disbelief, unsure whether it was a glitch or the beginning of something far stranger. Behind the scenes, military radar later revealed a chilling detail. The jet had not fallen from the sky, it had turned, banking west, crossing back over Malaysia, then out toward the vastness of the Indian Ocean. Someone, or something, had changed its course. What happened inside the cabin during those hours remains one of aviation's darkest questions. Were passengers asleep, unaware their journey had shifted into the unknown? Was the crew still in control, or had the plane become a ghost ship, flying on autopilot into oblivion? As dawn broke, search efforts began. Planes scoured the South China Sea. Ships dragged sonar through the waves. Satellites recalibrated their orbits to scan the skies, but the ocean yielded nothing. Not a single trace. Families gathered in airports, staring at departure boards that never updated, phones that never rang. Hope turned to fear. Fear to anguish. Weeks passed. Months. The search expanded across continents. Dozens of countries joined. It became the largest and most expensive hunt in aviation history. And yet, the ocean remained silent. Years later, fragments began to appear. A wing flap washed ashore on Réunion Island. A shattered panel found on the beaches of Mozambique. Small, salt-worn pieces scattered along the Indian Ocean. Proof that the aircraft had met the sea, but no answers to the greater mystery. How and why? Theories multiplied. Some pointed to mechanical failure, others to fire, to pressurization, even a deliberate act by someone on board. Investigators studied satellite handshakes, faint digital whispers between the aircraft and space, and to reconstruct its final path. The line led into the remote southern Indian Ocean, a place so vast, so deep, that a wreckage could vanish forever. In 2018, after nearly 4 years and more than 46,000 square miles of seabed explored, the official search was suspended. Governments called it the end, but for families, it was not an end at all, only another unanswered question. Some believe the jet plunged uncontrollably into the waves, shattered instantly, its pieces sinking into the abyss. Others imagine a controlled descent, a deliberate act hidden from the world. To this day, no one can say for certain. The only certainty is absence. A flight path that fades into darkness, a silence across the airwaves, a modern aircraft built never to vanish, simply gone. And so the legend of Flight MH370 endures, a ghost flight drifting forever between oceans and theories. A reminder that even in an age of satellites, GPS, and constant connection, the sky can still keep its secrets. The final moments of MH370 remain locked away, somewhere in the endless night, carried by the waves, waiting for an answer the world may never find.